Alright guys, we're gonna be taking a look at this innovative little idea Mouz showed against Navi on train at the Esl One Cologne today. I'm gonna go more in depth about like the idea and what it is as I go on, but just as the title says, it's about smoking a molly on a timing to create like a surprise peak or a surprise rush. Anyway, we're gonna start on this round. This is the first round they did it. It made sense to do it, so obviously they ran it. It's their first gun round. And they're gonna force up 4 rifles. They have not so good util, like they have some util, but it's not perfect. So with them forcing up and getting the 4 rifles, they're gonna decide to wanna play fast, and they're gonna wanna do like an inner rush. So obviously Sue's playing inner, obviously has something to do with it, and like them wanting to abuse him. But nonetheless, we're gonna call an inner rush, and they have Chris throwing this Guardian Rush Smoke, which lands Beacon, and Robs is gonna set up this LG Flash, and then they're just gonna rush. So we're gonna look at the actual Smoke Molly play, and we're gonna look at Carrigan here. So he runs up, he's gonna prepare it before the smoke is even thrown, and he's gonna throw it really smartly as well. So he throws it at the top of the ramp, so it catches like the top of the Molly if it's already there, or if the Molly comes in after the smoke, as it's gonna do now, it bounces like off the ramp to the absolute top of the molly, and meaning like then your entries in Frozen and Voxic should take minimal damage and still have their vision. So just looking at this is how the smoke lands, and we're gonna look at Suze's POV how this looks. And it just gets entered, so it's just like a normal entry created. Unfortunately, like they see the con smoke, so Simple does like 300 damage to that smoke with a fast con rotate. Robs works a nice pick from the 3 versus 4. They should really have no business with this HP and not having any util winning the round, but Chris is somehow gonna win a 1 versus 3. But yeah, they definitely shouldn't have anything to do with like winning this round, but that's just because the con guy was so fast and he also decided to challenge the Guardian smoke. But the vital thing here is to highlight that they wanted to kill the inner guy and take the site, and they actually succeeded with that. So we're gonna actually look at this round as well, and you could guess what would be super unexpected in this round, especially after having such a close round in the last round. It's to do the exact same shit, and I really like it. But this time they're gonna change it up a bit, they're gonna alter it as you should, you know, when it gets changed up. So this time Chris doesn't throw a Guardian Smoke to give it away. He throws, well he fails one, but he throws 2 flashes over con. And this is just to disorient A guys, or especially to keep the con guy posted, at least in the first few seconds, you know, which is when you rush. Rob sits up with the LG flash again, and they're gonna swarm again. So this time Carrigan's gonna fluff his roll a bit. He HE's upper, and he pulls out the smoke late. And not only is it late, he also underhand throws it, meaning it goes deeper. So it doesn't extinguish the molly both right away, but also deeper. And this means that your entries pretty much don't have vision. And we're gonna look at Suze's POV this time. And he's just gonna clean up 2 guys easily. Simple once again comes for 1. And he spams drops through the smoke. So again, like it's a good idea, and I really like the mind games with them running the same shit right away 2 rounds in a row. But some fluff nades unfortunately didn't really enable like the take to even happen. We're gonna be taking a minor look at this round as well before I conclude the video. And here we're really gonna be able to like transparently see the thought process behind doing this smoke molly, peak rush, whatever word you have for it. So the core idea, like I already said, or like I sort of already said, is that your mate or your mate take as little damage as possible, but still get as far forward as they need to actually like take an angle or get into a position where they can fight. So in a rush, like we saw, it's not like the first guy smokes instantly, or the first guy runs through the molly completely and the last guy smokes so you can join him. It's sort of like the middle guy smoking, and your entry just goes about entering like normal. And what I mean when I say that your entry just goes in like normal is that you pretty much have the same pathway, you're taking the same fights, obviously minus the molly damage you take, but the loss you take in the molly damage, you sort of get back in like the surprise peak or aim fight that you're getting. So it's just a really, really good surprise, and obviously creates aim fights or peeks or rushes, so it's good. Anyway, in this round we're gonna see Mouz wanting to challenge Ivy, no matter what util gets thrown, and if they molly, they're gonna have a smoke ready for it. And it's important to understand that if a CT Ivy player mollies Ivy, it's common for him to either like completely give it and help towards T-Con, or like play close or watch the molly. So the plan is for Roxy to like dead this fight like I said, and if a molly comes out, Chris prepares a smoke, he pulls it out before the molly. So this is definitely choreographed, they have this down. The molly comes in, he's gonna throw it late, Roxy goes far right to take a little damage and get in front of the molly. Unfortunately, he anticipates the angle wrong, and Flamey just ends up breaking the both of them. And that's also actually funny because Flamey was like getting a flash in after the molly, and he was playing behind the cover of the molly. So the whole point of surprising him just didn't work out because unfortunately Voxic had the wrong gamble and he took the wrong angle. Yeah. So the rest of the game didn't really go for stuff like this. Obviously this way of like creating an aim fight or a rush is more incentivized for you as a team, like to do on a lower buy or lower util buy, because you don't really need like to create the same openings. Obviously, if you have full guns or full util, or playing against a weakened CT side, like this is more, I wouldn't say like a desperate play, but you don't need to get in those upfront positions if you're not already lacking something, which you are if you have lower util. But like nonetheless, regardless of that, this is like a great little gimmick. I really enjoy this. Like I saw this on stream, and I just had to watch the demo as soon as they uploaded it and make a video of it. I don't know who thought of this or like who crafted this gimmick. I don't know if Carrigan or Regin did it, but it's definitely an innovative idea, and this shows that this roster is definitely filled with promise.